Hello, everyone. Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. Yes, I'm a week late. Yes, there's a lot, so let's go ahead and just get started. Let's start with some complaining. We are on number 3 of Godzilla Here There Be Dragons 2 Sons of Giants. Look at that beautiful Mothra cover. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Written by Frank Thierry, artwork by Inaki Miranda. We're still doing the rewriting history with kaiju nonsense, and there's the secret society of kaiju people, and apparently Mothra is the reason that Moses was able to part the Red Seas. Blech. I think if they make a Here There Be Dragons 3, I probably won't get it. Alright, Vengeance of the Moon Knight number 9. Mark Spector's back, baby. Yes, writer Jed MacKay, artist Devmalya Pramanik, and Khonshu is back, Mark Spector is back, and Khonshu demands that the false Moon Knight pay for his crimes. It was the Shroud, by the way, and nobody knows how to work a loophole like Mark Spector. And so, yep, he's back. He's marked his territory. He's telling everybody to knock it off. And we'll see. Probably they're going to go to a new number 1. Yeah, Fist of Khonshu number 1. Because everyone's digging those number 1s. They only got 9 issues of this before they went to a number 1 again. Don't get me wrong, I love Moon Knight. I just don't like Marvel's way of doing number 1s. Used to be you just had the story, the next story arc came, and the numbering stayed the same. Here we are, the conclusion of Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2, issue number 5. Story by Cullen Bunn, art by Baldemar Rivas. I could complain again about the artwork not being up to what we got out of the first one, but it won't do any good. So I do like that we have Kaiju Rangers, which is really cool. I like seeing Anguirus, getting some Anguirus love in here. It looks like they're playing some weird multiverse thing at the end. I did love this giant piece of artwork, and of course there's Hedorah, because everybody loves Hedorah, even though I don't remember seeing Hedorah in the book. But, oh well. Alright. Captain America number 13. Godzilla's not in it. They've been doing Godzilla covers. So if there's a Godzilla cover, I'm going to get it. I don't know how this giant blast is being deflected by this small shield. There's a blast radius around the shield that would just vaporize anything sticking out. Including the motorcycle and Captain America's hands on the handlebars. Writer is J. Michael Straczynski, artist is Carlos Magno, and we're still doing the front door, the people that are have that performance center that Cap likes to go to, and he's trying to fight death. Death has manifested himself in a physical manifestation, and so he's going to fight death in his physical manifestation. If he touches you, you don't die or nothing like that. It's one of those where he's a physical manifestation, and he's going to beat up Captain America. So it's over, and we get to go back to normal superheroics. Next issue is Spider-Man and Thor. This was still a lot of fun. Very interesting story arc for Captain America. Alright, Green Lantern number 15. We're still doing the Absolute Power tie-ins. Let me find you some names. Here we are. Writer Jeremy Adams. Penciler Fernando Pasaran. Inker DeClaire Albert. And Flash, who apparently is Wally. His depowered. That's part of the absolute power nonsense. Hal takes him to one of Bruce Wayne's hideaway things, to a place where they have something called the Batwolf, which is a experimental jet that may or may not blow up if you drive it. Dove and Star Sapphire in it. Always good to see Dove. Some guy named Nate. I don't know who Nate is. We get to see the Justice League's good the old school Hall of Justice, which is kind of cool. They're fighting the Absolute people, the Waller thing, and then we also have one of the androids who absorbed. Nope. Let's try it again. Alan Scott's Starheart. So now he's sentient and has decided that he does not want to be evil. So he goes after Major Force, which is kind of fun. And Hal gets his ring back, and Star Sapphire and him get together, and yeah, the artwork's gorgeous in this. I'm just wish we get back to Green Lantern Hal Jordan doing Green Lantern Hal Jordan things instead of these other things. All right. Excuse me. Weather. Sergio Aragones and Mark Evanier have brought us a new. We probably could tell from that with Roberto. Gru Minstrel Melodies. Gru Minstrel Melodies is the minstrel who's been in it forever. Singing some songs and going along with Gru. I'm always amazed at these giant pieces of artwork that Sergio does. There's so much minute detail in them. It's good stuff. It's Gru. It's Gru going to be Gru. He finds out that people will pay to see ruins, so he goes to fully built cities to help them ruin them. So people will come and pay to see their ruins. Perfectly logical. And best part's always still this one on the back with Roberto, the loyal dog. Alright, Amazing Spider-Man. We're almost done with this particular creative team and story arc. This is number 57. Zeb Wells is our writer. John Romita Jr. is our penciler. Scott Hanna is our inker. And Tombstone is in prison for a hot minute because he made bail. Spider-Man's trying to figure out what he's up to. So, interesting. The whole thing is pretty interesting, where they're trying to corner Tombstone again, and White Rabbit's there, and apparently Tombstone's gonna kill his daughter, who's the new Beetle. Sure he is. We got 2 more issues, folks, 58 and 59. I don't know why they wouldn't just go to 60. You can't stretch this out for 60. You're doing a pretty good job of stretching it out here. And the new lineup, I don't know. We'll look at the new lineup when it comes out, and they'll rename it Spider-Man number 1, Legacy number. Let's see, what are we up to for Spider-Man? 951. So pretty soon we'll get to that 1,000. One of the odder books, Odd, Godzilla Skate or Die. Godzilla's fighting a monster. While he's fighting a monster, he's in Australia, and there's a group of kids that need to go back to their skate park because there's something important there. This is written and drawn by Louis Joyce. I like it. The artwork's neat, very stylized. Here, let me put something up for you here so you can see it a little better. See what I'm talking about. And I mentioned we're doing 2 weeks worth of comics here, because we are. But lots of cool fights. Let's do that. This is an interesting concept for a comic book. Godzilla's in it. And the fights are just destroying the coastal line of Australia. But these kids have got to save the day. And I think we're getting giant mechs the next issue. Everyone loves a giant mech. Alright. Miles Morales, number 24. Yes, that is old school Vulture on the cover. Let's see. Cody Ziegler is our writer. Federico Vicentini is our artist. Apparently he's still a vampire. and he's talking to his girlfriend Tiana Toombs, who is Starling. She is related to, of course, Adrian Toombs, the Vulture, the OG Vulture, and he's just trying to be. He's just trying to be with his granddaughter. And Miles has got his vampire powers, and it's kind of messing him up a little bit. And Vulture's not used to fighting this Spider-Man. There's some cool artwork, some nice splashes. Very motion-like, to give you that going. But Miles is about to find out that the Vulture has been a bad guy of Spider-Man's for a very long time because he's dangerous. Adrian is a dangerous, dangerous man. We also get to see the cool new Black Panther costume. That's kind of neat. I haven't read a Black Panther comic book in a very long time. Alright, Moon Knight Annual, The Infinity Watch. This is a one-shot. They're calling it the Deathstone Saga Chapter 7, so I imagine there's a lot of other annuals that I'm not buying. Writer is Dan Waters. Artist is Marco Renna. And it's Colleen Wing from Iron Fist. She is the Mind Stone. So apparently now Colleen Wing had to have superpowers. My Colleen Wing never had to have superpowers. I do appreciate the artwork. This is cool. And there's some dream logic in it and some weird stuff going on. I really don't know why they felt it necessary for that. I like that Nightmare shows up and Mark Spector's other personalities take care of him because they're way crazier than Nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they decided that there's all these people that need superpowers that don't need super. And apparently, Phil Coulson is the incarnation of death. See, yeah, it's kind of dumb, but it's got Moon Knight in it. All right, Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 9. Batman Scooby-Doo. Let's see who's responsible for this. Oh, is it gonna not tell me right away? Is it in the back? Hold on. I wish DC was more. Here we are. Written by Matthew Cody, drawn by Dario Brazulia. Artwork is nice, Dario. You did a great job. We've got villains. We've got a Comic-Con. I don't know why Batman would be at a Comic-Con. Wouldn't they just think he's a cosplayer? And Kite Man, as I mentioned, is already there. Weather Wizard is there. There's a gala ball that they're trying to rob while Batman is stuck at Comic-Con, and Scooby and Shaggy explain to Kite Man that, you do the best you can do with what you've got. And so they kind of make friends with Kite Man, which I thought was interesting. Probably put this in here because there's a new Kite Man animated series that I have not watched. It's a spin-off of the Harley Quinn. That was awesome. All right, number 13, Daredevil. And it's part 13 of the storyline, Introductory Rights. Saladin Ahmed is our writer. Chris Campana is our artist. When last we left Kingpin, he is asking for redemption. So, and then Matt Murdock can only think of everything that Kingpin has done to him over the decades, and it's like, that's not going to be a thing. I cannot do that for you. So, it's an I like the artwork too. Is this a new guy? Might be a new guy. Chris Campana. I don't remember that name in the Daredevil comic books. So, but yeah, his Daredevil is starting to spill over into his work with the orphanage. So I imagine we're going to come to a head with that as well, like we always do with Matt Murdock. So, good book though. Saladin's always been a good writer. And finally, folks, I'm going to sneeze. Just a moment, please. Thank you. Bless me. Birds of Prey number 13. All right. Another one that has finished its little storyline, if I can find that. Why? Remember when the credits used to be just in the front? Where they were easy to find? Oh, is that the credits? Hold on. Here, let me show you this. These are the credits. You see? Right there. You see that? See those credits right there? It's Old Man Comic Book Reviews. How am I supposed to read this? All right. Here we are. Kelly Thompson, writer. Gavin Goudry, artist. Air conditioner by me. I forgot to turn it off again. So they've been fighting. Who have they been fighting all this time? Let's see. So all of the birds are fighting this evil creature that is trying to murder all of them. Who's the family to one of the other people that's part of the storyline. Sela, I think is her name. They use the Spirit World, which is a comic book that they had for a hot minute in the DC universe. I've always liked the artwork that they do with this. It's very retro. That's very, very good stuff. Constantine's here. Sela, yes. Sela. She's fighting her sister because her sister is evil. But yeah, another splash page. I like that splash pages seem to be coming back more than they used to. And theirs are always full of just so much movement and motion. Whoever I've got the person's name. It's Gavin. Gavin, great job. And yep. So next time, apparently the girls are going to have to go into undercover work. We'll see what the new story arc is like. I hope that they always keep Big Barda, because she is a delight in this book. When they were all talking about being gone and all the phone messages, she explained that she threw hers in the river. So let's divvy up superhero versus non-superhero. See how we did. I'm not getting a whole lot. Oh, Godzilla, sweetie, no, you're not a superhero. Alright, neither's Gru. Take my word for it. They're superheroes once again. Okay, so out of the entirety of this, I have 4 non-superhero books. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Remember, this is 2 weeks. Superheroes win this week. I always tell you that, hold on a minute. Let's do this. Nope, that didn't do it. Nope, that didn't do it. Huh. There we go. Wasn't that fun, kids? Alright, it was just like it knew I wanted to talk, and it kept getting louder and louder and louder. Well, now it's off. I'm sure I can survive without air conditioning for a couple of minutes. So, anyways, where was I? Reading comic books. I tell you this every episode. Go to the library. Go online. Go to your local comic book store if you've got a couple of dollars rolling around. I know money's tight for everybody in the whole planet right now. But if you got a couple of dollars, look in the 50-cent bins, the dollar bins, the quarter bins if they have them. Just, find a comic book that you like. And it doesn't have to be the stack. You could find that one. What if your favorite superhero was just one, like maybe Moon Knight? Or if it's a Godzilla comic book, you have to have it. Or you love Sonic the Hedgehog, the video games, so there's a comic book for that. If you like Star Wars, there's so many Star Wars comic books. I do not buy Star Wars comic books. There's a lot of Superman and Batman comic books as well, but that doesn't mean you'd have to buy all of them. You can find them at the library as well. They do the big collections of comics, things like that. Online, you can a lot of places you can read them for free. If you like reading on your phone, that's great. Or if you have a tablet, make it more comic book size. So there's a lot of different options for you for reading comic books. You don't have to just say, there's superheroes in long tights. Yes, this week there's a lot of that, but not every week. Sometimes it's all independent stuff. A lot of it's Godzilla comic books because it's me. So find something that you like to read, go and read it. There's also manga available. Our particular library here in Kalamazoo has an acre of manga for people to read down in the teen section of the library in the basement. And if you live in Kalamazoo, if you go to Fanfare and give them $5 of your hard-earned money, they will give you a 20% discount on all new comic books. And comic books went up in price just a little while ago. $4.99. That's ridiculous. I mean, some of them are still $3.99, and then there's the thing that, hold on, because I want to get it right. I don't want you to think I'm just making this up. Then there's the thing that I appreciate sometimes comic book places get it. This is like these comic books. Here, let's get a different one. Here, let's get this one. Is this the one I want? Is it? Alright. So you have to explain to me, see this comic book right here. $2.99. Batman. Here's a independent comic book. Godzilla. $3.99. They're the same size comic book. So DC's doing this thing because they want kids to read. Now, Moon Knight, same size as this one, but $4.99. And I don't think there's any difference. Here, you know what? Let's go ahead and count page count of not ads. Let's do that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 pages. Let's go to the $3.99 comic book. That's $1 less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. More pages, $1 less. Okay, now the most inexpensive of them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. And they have a little thing about other comics that they do that are kid friendly in the back. There are no ads for anything that is not a kid friendly book. There's a Teen Titans ad here. There's a Barkham Asylum, which is funny. Batman and Robin and Howard. So DC's putting forth the effort where I feel that some of the Marvel books are putting forth the wanting all of your money. Because I'm going to take a quick gander here. Hold on. At the Spider-Man book. Now see, But then they give us $3.99 for Miles Morales because they want children to read comic books. So, and then an annual, which is supposed to be a bigger book, is the exact same price as a, say, Daredevil book. They're all $4.99. DC's books are $1 less. Let's see what the Godzilla ones are for, $4.99. I didn't mean for this to turn into a price check thing, but whatever. But then Gru, knowing that they can get $4.99, are asking $4.99. And it's odd, I don't read it. Venom's only $3.99. So I'm not really sure what the thought process is here about your pricing Marvel. Apparently it's Marvel. I mean, yeah, there was a Green Lantern book that was $4.99. Oh, how much was Birds of Prey? Birds of Prey, where are you? Yeah, $3.99. The only $4.99 book from DC is this giant, chunky Green Lantern book that's actually got more pages than any of them. So, there. That is my rant. My rant is now finished. Go read a comic book.